Hey, am I live? Yes, I am live. What's going on, everybody? Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stacey Storino. Welcome back to my channel, the number one place for entrepreneur moms and entrepreneur parents with a digital presence. This is exciting news as this is being shot live, late breaking news. It seems like it's largely rolled out. Instagram Reels has rolled out today in the United States. I do have well over 1,000 students. Many of them are in the United States. Some are in India. So they've had Reels for well over a month now. And they've seen follower growth, email list opt in growth, gotten sales, very excited. And they follow what I teach them in my Socialgram shortcut course, which is an Instagram deep dive, Socialgram shortcut.com. So you can go there and take a look at the page and just see what the course covers. And of course, live as we're all getting this, UK, Scotland got it about a day before us now, approximately. I believe France, Germany, and Brazil had the Reels feature for Instagram before we did, that's for sure. And Instagram has made it clear they're going to continue to roll out the Reels feature, like live as fast as it can. TikTok, in the meantime, President Trump has placed a moratorium on his ban until September 15th. 2020, because I guess they're still trying to broker the deal between Microsoft and TikTok. If Microsoft buys out ByteDance, then it would appear that TikTok is a wholly owned US company that is US domiciled with hundreds upon hundreds of US employees anyway. That may or may not take the stank off TikTok, if you will. I realize also that some countries have lifted, at least in some areas, the ban on TikTok. But it doesn't matter. Instagram was planning on rolling out Reels anyway to go head to head. Don't forget who Instagram is owned by, which is Facebook Inc. Facebook Inc. owns 4 out of the 5 top apps in the App Store. TikTok is, I believe, the one that it doesn't own. So they're kind of like, IGTV is its long-term plan to really go head to head with YouTube. YouTube is a super mature platform as Facebook is. There's no winning that battle in a day. IGTV creators are beginning to be monetized in larger numbers, but now we have Reels. So let me know down in the comments section below, hashtag live, hashtag replay number 1. That always helps me out so I can kind of figure out, I want to start doing lives on YouTube and talk about entrepreneur parent, struggles, what they have to juggle, and how they can more effectively market on social media in a way that's realistic for them as entrepreneur parents who are juggling way more than like a young entrepreneur or someone who doesn't, have a family for whatever the reason. Hey guys, what's going on? Unfinished furniture by Heather. Hello. Julie McKenzie Brooks is here. Hand dyes by Jules. Good morning. Miss Julie, have you played around with Reels yet? Andrew George says hi. Nelda Hoxie, hi everyone. Unfinished Furniture by Heather. Posted our first Reels but didn't have the audio button. Had to click a song from someone else's post. That is one way, just like on TikTok, that you can do it. I've created content on TikTok and now I put up my first Reels. I do have an appointment that I have to leave for pretty soon. So this isn't going to be as long of a live as I would like, but I can always come back later and do it again after my appointment. I cannot put it off. What with COVID, I'm lucky I got the appointment when I did. I've been waiting weeks to go, so I can't put it over. But still, happy Reels Day for everyone in the US, UK, and Scotland who got access to Reels. I understand from some of my well over 1,000 students now that some of them in the US don't have it yet. If you don't think that you have the Reels option, you have to find that in the Instagram story creator. So if you've ever created story content, then you know where to go to find it. And on the bottommost tray where you would scroll around to find like live and, a bunch of filters and stuff, You could do boomerangs all the way to the end. Now you'll find that they put reels. So it's not like amongst the first things that you'll see. It's slid all the way to the back. Maybe in a future update, once they're done rolling everything out and working out the kinks, they'll scoot it to the front. But who cares? That's where you'll find it. If you're not used to creating Instagram story content, you kept meaning to do it, and you should, because up to 85% of all Instagram users like stories, and they will consume anywhere between 85% to 100% of Instagram stories. So until Reels came along, stories was the hot new darling. So make sure that you're creating Instagram story content. And when you create a Reels, a piece of Reels content, you can, before you publish it, when you're done creating it, you see the big blue button on the bottom, you can share it to your post feed, which you definitely want to do. Slide to, the right, and it should bring up your option to share the Reels in your stories. You can also do it in like a close friends group if you have that for either personal or professional reasons, right? You might have Reels content that you might want to create just exclusively for your close friends, right? If you're using the close friends feature. So let me answer Heather's question. Posted the first Reels, but didn't have the audio button, had to click a song from someone else's post. You know what I found? And I don't know if it's my first Reels, or if there's kinks that they're going to have to work out. I noticed that when I tried to use a song and I narrated over it, it wouldn't put my voice over it. So I had to kick off the song so that you could hear my voice. So if you want to see my first Reels, make sure you check me out on Instagram. It's Stacey with an EYSTORINO. I've got a whole bunch of IGTV videos there now. That's my dummy account, the account that I've been working. If you kind of want to see an entrepreneur family affair that really works on Instagram, you'd want to go to Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill. They also have a YouTube channel, but on Instagram, we're nearing 5,000 followers, and you'd say, so what? You're not even quite halfway to the swipe up feature on Instagram. You don't need it. We make hundreds to $1,000 a week every single week, do or die situation during our busy season, and not through sales that we make in the DMs or the direct messages on Instagram. We don't need the swipe up feature. That's just a cool convenience to unlock. It is not a guarantor of success. Of course, having like a 4-figure following is better than a 3 or a 2-figure following. But if you'll notice from, the content that we do post, it gets a lot of engagement. It gets a lot of engagement for a mom and pop shop that's, smaller than 1,000 square feet in Ware, New York. So, if we can do a brisk business without having a huge Instagram following, don't go for the head fake. Size doesn't always matter. You can't pay the bills with likes, and you can't pay the bills with double taps or comments. You pay the bills with the sales that you make through the DMs on Instagram. So maybe Heather, I'll have to get back to you in the student group if whether that's just a weird glitch, or if there's a way to override it so that we can narrate over it like you would be able to in TikTok. Julie says hashtag live. Okay, I'm getting a whole bunch of hashtag lives. Thank you. Hashtag replay too. I want to see who's tuning in on the replay. It'll help me decide to tweak what day of the week and when I should do my weekly lives. I'm kind of bouncing around experimenting right now. Julie Mackenzie Brooks says, by Hand Dyes by Jules, just watched the later blog. Haven't tried Reels yet, but have some ideas rolling around in my head. Julie, if you were messing around on TikTok, and I can't remember if you were or you weren't, if you're messing around on TikTok, or you watching this live or on the replay, student of mine or not, and you've played around on TikTok, basically Reels is the same thing. And you probably heard that. You've probably been told that. I made my first Reels. I promise you it's the same thing. So the amount of learning curve that you have on Reels versus TikTok is pretty close to zero. And once you're done recording your Reels, whether you're using music or not, whether you can narrate over it or not, you can still otherwise personalize it like you would an Instagram story piece of content. You could put stickers, you can, overlay text, you can use the drawing tool. There's like so many cool things that you can do. And then the really cool thing is like Reels. Yes, it's a ripoff of TikTok, but in a sense, Reels is almost like, if you keep this just under the Instagram hood, it's like Instagram story and feed post and IGTV all got together and had a baby. And why do I say that? Because yes, you are creating like story. You can optimize your reels like it's a piece of story content. You can do practically anything with it once it's done, like an Instagram story piece of content, which is cool. So that's the Instagram story part. But Instagram story currently has a limit of 10 hashtags. The feed post part of it / IGTV part of it is that you get a nice long caption too, up to 2,200 characters like you're used to for feed posts. And if you've been daring with IGTV, pretty much same difference there. You also get up to 30 hashtags for a piece of Reels content, which is why to me, Reels is a much better winner over TikTok, where I'm sitting right now. Because TikTok, and again, if you haven't played with it, you don't know, but TikTok, you basically it was almost like a tweet size amount of characters, and that could include hashtags. So, if you're not like so big that your brand is like its own planet with its own gravitational pull, you'd need to have 1, 2, 3 hashtags or more in there so that you had a ghost of a chance of being found organically in search on TikTok. Yes, TikTok's algorithm would have a matchmaking feature. It would push out a TikTok and try to see if enough people were interacting with it, engaging in with your TikTok. And if it had enough of a healthy interest, the algorithm on TikTok just continues to serve you out in like wave after wave to more of its followers until such time as the content fatigues. Some pieces of mini viral to viral content on TikTok could be served out for weeks, not even days or hours. So that was a cool thing about TikTok. We don't know enough yet about the Reels algorithm in terms of how much of an advantage you get, how much matchmaking it's going to do. However, it's my understanding as I'm sitting here right now, and I've been gorging on all the news about Reels, watching what folks are doing in India, watching what folks are doing in other countries, and now having made my own Reels, it seems to me that at least for the first couple days that it's new in your country, you have a disproportionate chance of making the Explore page, which is really very exciting because that will allow you to be pushed out and suggested on top of if you optimize your post properly. You make your caption keyword rich and you put 30 hashtags. I put them in the caption because 2,200 characters is quite a lot. And I didn't want to mess up, especially with my first Reels. Hey, Steven. So I just wanted to make sure that I had 30 different ways to be found organically in search long after this whole algorithmic extra push heyday is over, right? You want to think about this too. As soon as Reels is available in your country, you should be hitting it really hard to get an unfair advantage over similarly situated businesses in your niche. I say niche instead of niche. I apologize. The saying is the riches are in the niches, but I know I have a global audience. What's up, baby? What can I do for you, honey? I'm going to have to leave for an appointment soon, baby.
Okay. Well, I need to talk to you really fast.
Okay. Well, I'm going to wrap this up in a minute. I just wanted to make sure that my students from like a bajillion different groups and places all had a place to go. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, by the way. That really helps me out, guys. Later put out a step-by-step tutorial on YouTube on how to use Reels. And really, if you've never played around with TikTok before and you barely have ever created Instagram story content, that's still a really good step-by-step tutorial to follow. I don't think you'll have any questions. It's pretty simple. If you're older, you don't like tech, or social media marketing is something you're new or relatively new to, don't get scared off. This is a golden opportunity to get all sorts of fantastic reach, the likes of which you might not have seen on other platforms, especially if you weren't messing around with TikTok. Up Finished Furniture by Heather. Do you know if the videos will only be 15 seconds or up to a minute like TikTok? That's a great question, Heather. Currently, it's up to 15 seconds only. Do I think eventually they'll push it out to 60 seconds? I bet you, because why not? I'm not sure if TikTok started like after it took over Musically in like 2016, 17. I'm not sure if you had the minute option right away. But right now, you only have up to 15 seconds. But if you're like, oh, how could anyone do that? Back when Vine was around, you only had up to 6 seconds. And there were so many things that creators could do with Vine. The only reason why Vine went under was Twitter bought it. Twitter bought it. I kept wanting to say Twitch. Twitter bought it and then weirdly just shelved it, which seemed like a sad choice to me. I wonder if they're regretting that choice now. I wonder if we'll see Vine too anytime soon, because then Twitter is desperate to be relevant and be like the hot new darling again. So yeah, so right now it's up to 15 seconds. What I would do is I would be driving people to the link in bio so that they can opt into your email list. That's what I would really have them do. And I would be showcasing something and doing a quick 15-second pitch that either the verbal pitch drives them to the link in bio, or you say what you say for 15 seconds, but you can do text overlay just like you would in an Instagram story piece of content. And voila, there you go. You know, you could tell them there to go to the link in bio. You are business owners, you're entrepreneurs, if not entrepreneur parents. You know, you're not there to go be some sort of huge influencer. Again, you can't pay the bills with the likes. So make sure that your point is to get at least a conversion out of them that you can continue to market to them for. When you capture that lead on an email list, they're yours until they unsubscribe. They're not going to unsubscribe if you give them a coupon or an opt-in that they'd otherwise want. They're not going to unsubscribe if at least once a week you're emailing them and providing them more value. And they're not going to unsubscribe just because occasionally you write to them about a sale. Okay, guys, so these are my initial thoughts on Reels. I think that it is in your best interest to jump on the Reels feature as soon as you get access to it. Because you're never going to see it this easy again. Just like anything else that Instagram does when something's new on its platform, even for new stickers. When you create a piece of Instagram story content using a new sticker that's been around a day or two, that tends to get a bigger push and more exposure and more reach. So because Instagram is so on it to like crush TikTok one way or another, you know they're going to be digitally killing the fatted calf for you to like rule with an iron fist. Hey, Melissa, what's going on? All right, so if you're just showing up, listen to this on the replay. Please make sure you give this a thumbs up before you go, guys. I want to see a whole bunch of thumbs up. That's really going to help more people to be able to see this. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I am here for entrepreneur moms with a digital presence looking to go multimedia, omni-channel through social media marketing and email list marketing. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.